Do you have to get on Medicare when you turn 65? And if you don't, will you see late enrollment penalties? You're going to know the answers to these questions by the time this video ends. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ethan Sholem, and I'm the Vice President of Senior Star Insurance Group. We help people just like you navigate Medicare to avoid costly mistakes. Today, we're covering a huge question. When should you sign up for Medicare? And if you do have to sign up, how do you actually do it? If you're turning 65 soon or just trying to figure out when to enroll, this video is for you. I'm going to break down your initial enrollment period, which is when you can first sign up for Medicare. We're going to talk about your special enrollment period, which is if you qualify for a later start date based on your current insurance. And then we're going to talk about the ways that you can actually apply for Medicare. The initial enrollment period, or IEP, is the first enrollment window when most people sign up for Medicare. It's a 7-month window that surrounds your 65th birthday. It starts 3 months before the month you turn 65. It includes the month you do turn 65, and it ends 3 months after your birth month. So here's an example. If you turn 65 in July, your IEP runs from April 1st to October 31st. If you sign up during the 3 months before your birth month, Medicare is going to start on the 1st of your birth month. If you sign up during the month of your birthday or the 3 months after, your Medicare start date will be the following month in which you applied. So if you want to avoid gaps in your coverage, then make sure you sign up early. Here's the big question that a lot of people have. What about if you're still working at 65 and you have insurance? Do you have to take Medicare? The answer is that you may not have to get on Medicare if you have creditable employer coverage. This coverage can either be from your employer or your spouse's employer. So if that plan is creditable, instead of applying for Medicare during your IEP, you could qualify for a special enrollment period, which allows you to delay Medicare without late enrollment penalties. So what does this word creditable insurance actually mean? Creditable insurance means that your current employer or union health plan is considered as good or better than Medicare's coverage. To be considered creditable, 2 criteria must be met. Your employer must have 20 or more people on the plan. So if you work for a small company like a law firm or a doctor's office with fewer than 20 people on their insurance, then you must take Medicare in your initial enrollment period to avoid those late enrollment penalties. The second criteria is that your employer's coverage must provide the same or better benefits than Medicare. You can send an email to your HR department or your benefits administrator asking if your plan is creditable, and they should be able to give you a yes or no answer. Even if your work plan is creditable, Medicare still may make sense for you because it might be less expensive and have better coverage than your current insurance. So it's always recommended to do a side-by-side comparison during your initial enrollment period. If you have COBRA or Obamacare insurance, those aren't considered creditable and you must sign up for Medicare on time. So let's say you do qualify for a special enrollment period. You have a creditable plan. Well, you have a limited amount of time to sign up for Medicare without penalties once your employer coverage ends. For Medicare Part B, which is the outpatient side of Medicare, you have 8 months from the time you leave your employer's coverage to enroll in that Part B. However, if you wait too long and don't enroll immediately after your employer coverage ends, you could experience gaps in health coverage because Medicare Part B doesn't start right away. It starts the first of the next month. So it's better to enroll as soon as possible. For Medicare Part D, which is the drug plan side of Medicare, you only have 2 months from the time you lose that employer coverage to get on that Part D prescription drug plan. If you miss these windows, you may face late enrollment penalties that stay with you for the rest of your life. Let me know in the comments if you want me to make a video detailing these late enrollment penalties. So now that you know when you should sign up for Medicare, how do you actually do it? If you're already receiving Social Security benefits before you turn 65, you don't need to apply for Medicare because your card is going to be sent to you automatically. You're going to receive that Medicare card in the mail about 3 months before you turn 65. It's going to have both your Part A and your Part B coverage on that card, and it's going to start the first of the month of your birthday. Unless your birthday is the first of the month, then everything starts a month prior. This is when you can start working on your secondary insurance so you can make sure that you have all of your needs covered in Medicare. If you don't want Medicare and you're collecting Social Security, you actually will have to reject Part B. You don't need to delay Part A of Medicare because for most Americans, Part A is free and acts as secondary hospital insurance. Part A will backdate 6 months earlier. This can affect you if you have a health savings account, also known as an HSA. So if you do have an HSA, speak to a professional or speak to us before enrolling. Now, if you do want Medicare and you're not collecting Social Security, then this is how you apply. You can go online, which is the fastest and easiest option. Go to ssa.gov/Medicare, click Apply for Medicare, and fill out the online application that takes about 10 to 15 minutes. You could call Social Security if you'd rather speak to someone on the phone. It's 1-800-772-1213, but be prepared for a long wait time. We recommend this option to people who like to torture themselves. You can also visit a local Social Security office if you need in-person help. You can use the locator tool on the ssa.gov website to find the closest office to you. Walk-ins are limited, so scheduling an appointment is recommended. Make sure you bring all the documents you need, like proof of citizenship or your birth certificate if needed. Here are my final thoughts. Getting onto Medicare at the right time is critical, both to avoid lifetime penalties and to make sure that you get the right coverage in place when you need it. If you're turning 65 soon, your initial enrollment period is your main enrollment window. If you're still working and you have creditable coverage, you may qualify for a special enrollment period, and you can delay that Medicare without penalties. And when it comes time to apply, doing it online is the fastest and easiest option. The most important thing is that you understand your options early so you don't miss any deadlines. Thanks for watching. We at Senior Star Insurance Group are here to help however we can. If you have any questions or need guidance, don't hesitate to reach out. Stay tuned for the next video. We've got a lot more Medicare tips coming your way.